Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Pyro Gunner, and in this video I will be telling you guys what in my opinion are the top 10 best games on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, just keep in mind that this is my opinion. This is not the collective average of what everybody thinks are the best games on the PS4. And also, I have not played nearly every game on the PS4, so this is just out of the ones that I have played. Also, make sure to leave your list of your top 5 PS4 games in the comments below. This video is being made right after 2014, and I would have had it uploaded at the very end of 2014 if it wasn't for a hard drive malfunction that I had. But here it is, so let's start it with number 10. Resogun has been on the PlayStation 4 ever since its launch, and throughout the whole lifetime of the console so far, this has been one of its best games. The arcadey gameplay is just awesome, it's really fun, and even though there aren't that many levels to play, it's still an awesome game, and more updates keep on being released that add things such as custom ships, which is awesome. As you can see, I'm using a TIE fighter in this video. Also, the graphics and the soundtrack in this game just fit so perfectly with it, and it makes Resogun a really fun game to play. Number 9 on my list is Battlefield 4 is a really fun multiplayer game on a large, epic scale. The Battlefield games have never been my favorite first-person shooter series, but I definitely have a lot of fun in them, even if most of my time is spent just messing around in the combat training map thing. Most of my fun in the Battlefield games just comes from driving or flying the awesome vehicles in the game and just messing with them. It's just a lot of fun and a very good first-person shooter multiplayer game. And my 8th favorite game on the PlayStation 4 is Infamous First Light is a lot better than Infamous Second Son, the game that it's a DLC for. First Light focuses on the emotional backstory to the character Fetch, and is somewhat of a prequel to Second Son. The neon power has been re-envisioned for the most part, and there's a lot of awesome new abilities that you couldn't use when you were Delsin in Second Son with it. Also, some parts of the story are done really well. Unfortunately, most of the game is filled with boring filler content, but still, just for $15, Infamous First Light is definitely one of the best PlayStation 4 games. Number 7 on my list is Soundshapes is an awesome platformer that makes music out of everything you do and everything that is in the game. Also, it has some really nice sounding music and some awesome but simple graphics. Soundshapes also allows its community to make their own levels similar to in the Little Big Planet games, which it's always nice to listen to someone else's music they made in this platformer. Speaking of Little Big Planet, number 6. As far as the community goes with having tools to make awesome levels, Little Big Planet 3 is the best in the series in that aspect. There are tons of new things that Little Big Planet 3 adds to the community created levels that just allows for so many more possibilities. Also, there are now 4 new characters, which although they didn't make much of a difference in the campaign of this game, there are so many possibilities for people to make their own levels. Most of the level design in the campaign is really good, even if the story was once again quite laughable. And that's why Little Big Planet 3 is the 6th best game on the PS4. And the 5th best game on the PlayStation 4 is Flower is a beautiful and emotional game without having any characters. You play as the wind in this game. It is very original and something extremely new, and depending on which level you play, very relaxing. Flower teaches you something very interesting about the world that we live in today without ever speaking a single word. And number 4 is the Call of Duty series has gotten a lot of hate in the past few years for always being the same game over and over and released every year. But thankfully, Advanced Warfare adds new things that mix up the gameplay, make it more fast-paced, and it made it really fun for me, just like all of the older Call of Duties were back when I played them. It is a really good feeling, well, except for when it lags, multiplayer first-person shooter, and it is just a lot of fun. My third favorite game on the PlayStation 4 is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor is awesome. The story is very interesting for fans of Tolkien's Middle-earth, and of course the Nemesis system and the orcs is one of the best things ever put into a game. And that's what makes Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor so awesome, is that the greatest stories in that game are the ones that you form naturally just by fighting some bad guys. Also, the combat feels great, and Gollum is in it. Gotta give it points for that. And the second best PS4 game is Minecraft is an absolutely amazing game. Its graphical style, the fact that it's basically digital Legos, all of the exploration in the game, the awesome crafting system. There's so much that Minecraft does right, and Minecraft is definitely the game that I've spent the most time in out of all games I've ever played. Alright, so it's time to reveal what the #1 best game on the PS4, in my opinion, is. And if you guys watch my other videos, you probably know this already, but here you go.
So is that everything you hoped for?
You know what? No. How about, hey Ellie, I know it wasn't easy, but it was either him or me. Thanks for saving my ass. You got anything like that for me, Joel?
We gotta get going.
Lead the way.
The Last of Us was definitely the PlayStation 3's best game, and now with The Last of Us Remastered, it is the PlayStation 4's best game. This game tells an extremely emotional story, which really says some mind-bending things about humanity. What motivates people, what choices people would make, and what we would become if we were The Last of Us. You also get all of the major DLCs for The Last of Us when you get Remastered, and one of those DLCs is the single-player DLC, The Last of Us Left Behind. This DLC is also amazing, and you automatically get it with Remastered. I gave Left Behind my Game of the Year award for 2014, so go check out my Game of the Year video if you haven't already. And yeah, those are my top 10 favorite games on the PlayStation 4 so far as of 2014. So don't forget to tell me what your top 10 favorite PS4 games are in the comments below, and have a great day.